today with an episode of Minecraft Dinosaurs, and today we are back on the world to do some more, well, building, because we got that world download coming up super soon and we have a lot to do / work on. And today it's probably time to finally tackle the Megalania exhibit. Speaking of which, you guys really seem to like the idea of making this an outback style exhibit, so I'm gonna look more into doing that. It kind of depends more on, well, resources, I guess, and how long it takes me to get those. But I feel like we're probably gonna, well, maybe we'll do a mix of both. Maybe we'll do a mix of both. Work on the viewing area and work on the exhibit itself. As for the viewing area, I don't know, I've got mixed feelings on what to do here. Because on one hand, I feel like this is way too much space on the top side. But down below, I feel like it's perfect. Like, I feel like this is a wonderful amount of space down here. Granted, I guess we could easily put it back to where it was, should we need to. I don't know, we'll kind of see. I haven't quite got 100% of a clue what we're doing here, and how it's gonna look when finished, but you know what? I'm sure we'll figure out something cool, and who knows, maybe we'll, maybe in the end we'll only go down to one floor, like it'll just be this. That'd actually be kind of funny if, like, you know, I spent this whole time like building this whole thing up and then it just becomes a one floor thing. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get some work started and I'll bring you guys back in when I made a bit of progress. All right, everyone, we're back, and well, I made some progress. Most of it, if we actually kind of look over here, is I pretty much just pushed back the wall to where it was before I moved it, and this Enderman is not a fan of me, but he's looking to leave me in peace for now, so that's fine. Hi. Boom. I don't like fighting Enderman. It's really annoying, mostly because my sword has flame on it, so it just kind of like teleports everywhere. But anyway, like I said, I mostly just moved this back and then started trying to work on this because I realized I probably wasn't gonna make this thing a full building, but then this ended up kind of becoming a building with the stairs. But I also am not really that big of a fan of how this looks, and yeah, I don't know, guys. The more I spend time with this Megalania enclosure, the more I'm like, I think I just need to tear the entire like structure down and restart because I don't like how it's looking. Like, I can't seem to get this thing looking correct, which is disappointing, to be 100% clear. Like, it's not fun to think like, oh, you know, I may have messed up a build so bad that I don't really know how I'm gonna continue it or salvage it or something, but at the same time, I just really don't know how I would fix this build. Because, well, to be completely honest, it's got a lot of problems. It has a mediocre block palette. It's built on such a weird little, like, outcropping of blocks, and it doesn't really line up well. And I've rebuilt it so many times now and all that. Like, there's some good ideas here, I think. I really like this railing a lot. I think this railing was cool. I think the interior design was a cool idea and all this, but I think overall, the more I've spent time with it, which is why I didn't really get too much done before I kind of brought you guys back, is because I realized I don't want to work on this. I think it is, for the most part, kind of just too messed up at this point to really work correctly. But we're still gonna work on the Megalania. I think I'm just gonna switch to doing some terrain work instead and eventually kill this Enderman. This is getting really annoying just hearing him teleport around everywhere. But like, I think I need to completely come up with a brand new design, so I'll need to level this entire building for the most part. Come on, come back here. Quit being annoying. Quit being annoying, Mr. Enderman. I guess he's gonna continue to be annoying. But yeah, so I think we're gonna work on this until I can come up with a design I really enjoy for, See, I think it can get out there, can't it? Yeah, that's annoying. I guess I'll have to fix that. But yeah, so I feel like next episode we'll probably get to work on trying to fix this, or maybe we won't. Maybe I'll just kind of put building this location off for a little bit. Maybe we'll go back to the mammoths and the Megaloceros next episode, kind of get a bit more work done there while I kind of come up with a new idea here. Because I mean, there are some interesting things we have to deal with when it comes to this. I mean, number one being the fact that the pathway leading to it is a bridge. So to some degree, we do need it to be elevated, so that way we kind of have, you know, this like continuation and all that. But we also have the problem, you know, of, okay, it actually moved before I hit it. That was annoying. But, you know, like do we want a lower viewing area? Do we just want a top viewing area? All this kind of stuff we got to figure out. So yeah, anyway, that was a really long, drawn-out way to say what I had to say. I'm gonna get to work on some probably stuff to do with this. I know you guys really want an outback type thing, and we'll kind of see how well I can do that, and how much I transform with it. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get to work on that, and I'll bring you guys back when I've made a bit more progress. All right, everybody, we're back, and unfortunately, I'm back after the end of the episode for me because it didn't record at all. Basically what we did was we put in some terracotta here and just kind of started laying up the layers of this exhibit, and I think it's looking pretty interesting. I was trying to decide something here, and feel free to leave this down in the comments what your guys' opinion is and what you guys think I should do. But, oh, there's probably like a creeper, skeleton, or pig or something there. Currently I have it laid out like an actual mesa biome where each layer is a straight line, and it kind of cuts through the environment like this. And I'm actually pretty happy with how this looks as of now. But I'd like to know what you guys think. Do you guys think I should keep it like this, or do you guys think I should, well, what's the other idea I had? Oh, kind of like break up the straight lines here, and kind of, so like maybe a bit of orange goes up here, but then also a bit of the regular terracotta dives down a bit and stuff like that, kind of make it a bit more messy and stuff. I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do, so I figured I would let you guys kind of help me decide on that. But yeah, so like I said, I kind of already recorded this because I did pretty much all of this on camera of all things, so you know, it's kind of, it always is somewhat annoying when you have to go back and re-record a bit for a video because either the camera just didn't start, or you know, like your screen recorder for some reason, even though you hit the record button, just doesn't go or anything like that. Like it's frustrating, but you know what? We're gonna overcome it and just kind of exist. We're gonna deal with it because I mean, I don't really think I can do anything else. What block do I want to use now? I could use yellow, or we could do like another red stripe like right above this, which I think could look cool. And then we could put yellow above that. Or we could do yellow. No, I like the red better. I think the red fits a bit, it doesn't clash nearly as much. And then we can put the yellow above the red and so on and so forth. But yeah, what was I gonna say? So, oh my goodness, my brain right now is just fried. It's gone. I think it's because I'm building mostly, because, I mean, if you guys have been around on the channel for a while, you know, I don't always talk the best while I build, which for those of you who always, for those people who request that I do more building on camera, this is why I don't build much on camera, because I just know my commentary isn't very good when I do it, so it's a lot easier to just kind of, I'm gonna move the sword because that sound's starting to annoy me. So I mouse back over the sword. So yeah, like for the sake of commentary, I generally try to avoid direct building on camera, so that way I can actually focus on what I'm saying and not just, you know, what am I building, which tends to be a common problem I have, because although I can multitask, I'm not always the best at it. Anyway, one thing I noticed while I was building this, and also thank you guys for suggesting that we do the an outback theme for this build. I was kind of hesitant about it at first because I was like, I don't know how good this is gonna end up looking, right? But I think it is actually gonna look a lot better than I thought, and yeah, I thank you very much for your guys' suggestions when it came to this. Yeah. let's see, we just need to like cut this in a bit and cut that in, and where over here and here and so on and so forth. You guys kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. But yeah, I think it's starting to look kind of cool like this, you guys get what I'm saying? But yeah, is that a pig? Yeah, it's a pig. Oh, also, if you're wondering where the Megalania are, I have them in some nets because, well, I didn't want them attacking me, and I don't know how you tame them. I don't know if it's scarab gems or anything else. And if it is scarab gems, I'm never gonna bother taming them because I feel like too many animals require scarab gems to tame nowadays, and it's kind of ridiculous. Either scarab gems need to be more common, or fewer animals need to have them be the taming requirement. That's my opinion on the matter. Let's see, let's just kind of dig around here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. What was I gonna say? I had something important to talk about, I felt. Oh, I guess one thing I noticed while I was working on this earlier, it very much feels like I'm building the Flaming Cliffs exhibit over again, which is an interesting feeling because if any of you were there when I built the Flaming Cliffs exhibit, so those of you guys who have been around on the channel for quite a while now, you'll remember the experience that was and how done I was with it when I finally finished. Like, I was just so done with terraforming after that build because it was just a massive biome transformation that, looking back on it now, I realize wasn't even that good. Like, I could have done such a better job, but I think part of it was also just it took forever and it wasn't very fun to do. So you know what it's like. There starts to be a noticeable drop in quality of stuff when you get like mad that you're still working on it, which is one reason I did take a break from the mammoth enclosure, actually, because I was starting to get frustrated with like how tedious putting down all that snow was, and I'm like, it's not gonna look good if I'm frustrated while building this, so might as well take a small break, go work on some other stuff, and then come back when I'm feeling more like it. Which I think is in general pretty good advice for projects like this. Anyway, I'm just gonna say now, this is the rest of the episode. The rest of the episode is just me talking while we build a bit of this. So, yeah. I will say one other thing though. Oh, what was it? Dang it, my brain is not working today. Always a shame. Always a shame to not have a brain. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's get that vibrant yellow going. Get some true color in here. Woot woot. Yeah, oh, that looks actually amazing in the sun, like, with how the sun gets catching that. I really like that. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, that's what it was. I kind of regret how I kind of handled this episode to a degree, as in, I think I should have just, because we're not going to finish the terraining this episode. We really won't. Just because I don't think I have enough time to really, like, do all the intricacies of terrain working right now. Because I got other stuff I gotta do. I got actually another video I gotta go do with a friend. So yeah, I don't really feel like I have the time to finish like all, because I'm gonna have to switch out all the ground for like coarse dirt and gravel, and I don't have any coarse dirt or gravel on me. In fact, I believe I'm all out of both from the Terrorbird exhibit of all things. Just because it ate up a massive, well, that ate up most of my gravel because of the concrete, and then I think several other builds have eaten into my coarse dirt supplies, so I don't really have much of either, and we're gonna need a lot more of both, so I'm just gonna need like a lot of time to go and collect the resources, which again, I don't really have. So yeah, it makes me kind of sad I decided to start working on the structure itself, which I'm now not even sure I'm gonna keep. Because like a massive point between like the first clip, the second clip, and even between the last clip and what was originally the end of the episode, like I've probably spent like 2 or so hours just looking at this, trying to figure out how to fix it. Like I had a drawing pad and everything out, trying to like think like, oh, what are ways I could make this look better? And I just nothing was coming to me. And yeah, I don't know, it's always kind of upsetting to me whenever I like spend so much time and energy trying to get something to look like, build it up and make it look really nice and all that kind of stuff, and then in the end the only real solution I feel like I have is just I gotta get rid of it and restart on that, because you know, it's like you put so much energy and time into it, and then you know, it's just like, well, I mean, yeah, you put all that time and energy in, but at the end of the day you're just gonna have to tear it down, and it's like, oh come on, you know. It's disappointing and a bit sad, but you know what, whatever, we're gonna persevere, keep going, eventually build something good. Now we do build good stuff here, just not that viewing area really. Granted, I think that's a common problem I have. I can do exhibits really well, I think, although that may just be my opinion. I don't know, you guys might have a different view to that. But yeah, I think I can build like pretty decent looking exhibits and all that, but I feel like I struggle so much when it comes to like buildings and all that kind of stuff. Although I do want to get a lot better at all that stuff. I want to like, I don't know, I'd love to become a better builder, and I think I need to maybe do a bit more stuff. Maybe I'll start doing like videos around, I don't know, we could do like maybe I should just go back to doing, what is it? Build battle on like Hypixel or whatever, or Mineplex. Is Mineplex even around anymore? Man, I used to play that server all the time. That was, actually that was back in middle school, so that was like 6 years ago now. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Don't like realizing that fact. Let's just quickly. Oh, and we're out of yellow terracotta. That's awesome. I have to say, I do think this is gonna look interesting and kind of cool, but I think right now, well, it's just, you know, it's not very deserty. It does look kind of funny to just have this look like this. Yeah, I don't know, I'm still happy with it. I think it's gonna be really fun when it's finished. It's gonna be a lot like the Dodo exhibit, where it's just this cool little different break in the terrain, and I think that's gonna be awesome. You guys are cool. I don't know why I went over there. I will say there is one other thing though that this has really given me ideas for. Surprisingly, so something good has come out of this. Granted, it depends on whether or not the mob ever gets added. I mean, I know there's a model, but let's be honest, this is fossils and archaeology. We've gotten models before for animals that we don't get for like another 4 years. So we'll see if A, I'm still doing dinos by then, or B, if it ever gets added. But if the Gorgon opposite ever gets added to the mod, I'm starting to get some ideas here for how its exhibit's gonna look. Although I want to I think I have a lot more ideas with that one than I do with this, like how it's gonna look. Although, now that would require way more work than I think I realized, because it would require basically the destruction of this and the creation of a new hill. Which on one hand sounds like a heck of a lot of work and not very fun to do. On the other hand though, it sounds like it could look amazing. What I'm thinking here is we could literally just tear out this like side area and build a new hill around it, have the pathway go into the hill, and then basically just make the viewing area part of like this Mesa biome type thing, and kind of do something like that. I don't know if you guys can visualize what I'm saying here, but like, I think that could be pretty cool. I think that could be very cool indeed. Yeah, we kind of have to see how that would work though. But yeah, I think we're gonna end today's episode off here. Sorry we didn't get the most done. Next episode, I'd very much either like to finish off the terrain in here, or maybe we'll go work on the mammoths and Megaloceros again, kind of get those guys worked on. And yeah, so thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and until next time guys, see ya.